Susan Boyle's rise to fame is a testament to the power of perseverance, talent, and the rejection of societal judgments. Her unexpected breakthrough on Britain's Got Talent was not just a career-defining moment, but a life-changing one that resonated around the world. With her raw, soulful voice and humble demeanor, she captured the hearts of millions, turning her into a global sensation. From her victory in America's Got Talent, the champion's asterisk, to amassing a fortune exceeding $45 million, Susan Boyle's journey seemed like a fairy tale, an unlikely hero story where a woman from a small Scottish town with a big voice overcame the odds to find fame. However, despite her incredible success, Susan's decision to retreat from the public eye and live a more secluded life raised many questions. What led to her sudden withdrawal from the limelight? And what happened to her after that initial fame? Early life. Susan Boyle's story is one of resilience, and it serves as a powerful reminder that appearances can be deceiving. Born on April 1st, 1961, in Blackburn, Scotland, Susan was the youngest of 11 children in a working-class family. Her father, Patrick Boyle, was a miner and a lover of music, while her mother, Bridget Boyle, worked as a shorthand typist. Growing up in a modest home in West Lothian, Scotland, Susan lived a life marked by humble beginnings. Despite coming from a large, loving family, Susan often felt like an outsider, particularly when it came to school. With her learning difficulties, she struggled academically and was frequently bullied by classmates and even teachers. School was a painful experience, and Susan found it hard to fit in, often feeling isolated. However, Susan's love for music became her solace. Music was her escape from the harsh realities of school life. Singing in the church choir and performing in local talent shows allowed her to express herself in ways words could not. Her mother recognized Susan's passion for singing and encouraged her to pursue her dreams. It was this support that gave Susan the courage to take the next big step, auditioning for Britain's Got Talent asterisk in 2008. At that time, Susan felt that she was too old to compete in the show, but after the passing of her beloved mother in 2007, she decided to take the leap and audition in Glasgow in 2008. Susan's performance of I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables asterisk was an absolute revelation. When she stepped onto the stage, the audience had already formed preconceived judgments based on her appearance, but the moment she began to sing, everything changed. Her voice was powerful, captivating, and full of emotion, and it instantly connected with everyone present. The judges, including Simon Cowell, were left speechless. Her performance earned her a standing ovation, and her life would never be the same. The world had witnessed something extraordinary, and Susan Boyle was no longer just a woman with a dream. She was a global sensation. The performance went viral, attracting millions of views on YouTube and support from celebrities like Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. Susan quickly became a symbol of the power of not judging a book by its cover. Despite not winning the competition, finishing in second place, her career took off almost immediately. She joined the Britain's Got Talent asterisk tour and released her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream asterisk, in November 2009. The album shattered records, becoming the fastest-selling debut album by a female artist worldwide. It sold over 2 million copies within the first week, and Susan Boyle was no longer just a contestant on a reality show. She was a household name. Challenges beyond fame. Despite her newfound fame and financial success, Susan's journey was far from smooth. Born into a large family, her birth had been complicated, and as a result, she suffered from a lack of oxygen that contributed to her learning difficulties. School was a battleground for her, marked by bullying, both from peers and teachers. The harsh treatment she endured made her school years some of the most painful of her life. Labels like Susie Simple were thrown at her, and her difficulties with learning and fitting in were compounded by her epilepsy, which was undiagnosed for much of her childhood. Seizures in class became a source of cruel teasing, and Susan's struggles with her condition were often misunderstood by both her family and teachers. As a result, Susan's educational experience was a harsh one, and it left her with very few qualifications. This made finding stable employment almost impossible, despite her best efforts. She applied for numerous jobs, only to be turned down time and time again due to her lack of education and her unrecognized learning disability. Eventually, she worked briefly as a trainee cook at West Lothian College, but this job lasted only 6 months. Her path to stability seemed elusive, and for many years, Susan was stuck in a cycle of temporary jobs, never able to secure the steady employment she needed. Nevertheless, Susan refused to give up on her love for singing. She continued to perform at local events, finding solace in music when other aspects of her life seemed uncertain. Her singing provided her with a way to express herself and connect with others, even when the world seemed to overlook her potential. It was during this period of her life, amid personal struggles and small victories, that she clung to the dream that one day she might get the opportunity to showcase her talent on a larger stage. A new beginning. Susan Boyle's moment came in 2008, when she stepped onto the stage of Britain's Got Talent star. The response was nothing short of spectacular. Her performance of I Dreamed a Dream struck a chord with people from all walks of life, proving that talent comes in many forms and that dreams can be realized at any age. Her performance was more than just a display of vocal prowess. It was a powerful statement about defying expectations and breaking down barriers. While she didn't win the competition, the exposure she gained led to a successful music career. Her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream *, topped charts and made her one of the best-selling artists in the world. Despite her success, however, Susan chose to keep a low profile. She moved back to her childhood home, preferring the simplicity and peace of her quiet life in Blackburn. Susan's humility remained unchanged, even after her rise to stardom. She chose not to indulge in the trappings of fame, but instead found contentment in her family, faith, and community. Her story is one of resilience, not just in the face of fame, but in overcoming personal hardships. Susan's life was shaped by challenges that many could not have imagined. Her struggles with epilepsy, bullying, and limited opportunities in her youth might have broken someone else, but Susan found a way to continue. Her story is a testament to the power of self-belief, the importance of family support, and the transformative power of following one's dreams. Health and personal life. Susan's health continued to present challenges throughout her life. In 2011, she revealed that she had been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, a condition that explained some of her struggles with social interaction and communication. Her openness about her diagnosis brought attention to the condition and showed that even the most successful individuals may face struggles that are not immediately visible to the public. In 2013, Susan was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, adding another layer of complexity to her health journey. She has managed this condition with grace and continues to lead a sober life, maintaining a positive attitude despite the hurdles. In 2014, Susan also made headlines when it was revealed that she was in a relationship with her first-ever boyfriend. This news surprised many, but it was a moment of joy for Susan, who had long been private about her personal life. In 2022, Susan faced another health scare when she suffered a minor stroke. Despite this setback, she continued to stay strong and resilient, keeping her fans informed and inspired by her ongoing journey. Susan Boyle's life story is one of perseverance, heartache, triumph, and humility. Her ability to overcome personal and professional challenges has inspired millions around the world. From a bullied and misunderstood child to an international music sensation, Susan's journey teaches us that success is not about conforming to expectations, but about embracing one's unique voice and staying true to oneself. Her story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to chase your dreams, and that the greatest achievements often come from the most unexpected places. In June 2023, Susan Boyle gave a performance on Britain's Got Talent *, reigniting interest in her life and raising questions about why. Despite her fame and success, she chose to stay in her modest childhood home. Susan Boyle's life story is one of remarkable transformation. She came from very humble beginnings and was often overlooked because of her simple appearance and plain clothes. But when she auditioned for Britain's Got Talent *, her breathtaking voice silenced all the doubters. The difference between her challenging early years, marked by bullying, and the moment she received a standing ovation was immense. The video of her audition became one of the most watched videos, with over 100 million views in just a week, and even her older performances, like a heartfelt rendition of Cry Me a River from 1999, started gaining attention online. But fame brought its own challenges. During the competition, Susan battled illness and exhaustion, yet her determination was unwavering. Though she finished as a runner-up to the dance group Diversity, just stepping onto that stage was a victory in itself. Her heartfelt performances and resilience inspired many, even prompting some to rethink the importance of pursuing one's dreams regardless of age. Her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream *, released in November 2009, was an instant success, breaking records as one of the fastest-selling debut albums by a female artist, selling over 2 million copies globally within the first week. In the UK, it set a new benchmark, becoming Amazon's most pre-ordered album and ultimately the best-selling album worldwide that year, with over 9 million copies sold. Billboard * noted its record-breaking first-week sales, a feat unseen since the early 90s. This debut was only the beginning of Susan's achievements. She went on to earn several Guinness World Records, including fastest-selling debut album by a female artist, highest first-week sales, and the honor of being the oldest person to achieve a #1 debut album in the UK. Her powerful voice and her deeply personal success story resonated with audiences in America as well, where she appeared on shows like America's Got Talent star. Susan, once overlooked, was now fully embracing her new life, taking charge of her story and savoring each step. Following the success of I Dreamed a Dream *, she continued to release albums. The Gift * in 2010, Someone to Watch Over Me * in 2011, Standing Ovation, The Greatest Songs from the Stage * in 2012, Hope * in 2014, and A Wonderful World * in 2016. Even with her accomplishments, Susan stayed grounded, choosing to remain in her childhood home, a reflection of her deep connection to her roots and her appreciation for a simple life. After years of intense work, Susan decided to take a break from her music career. Health issues and advancing age made her realize it was time to pause and focus on herself. Many speculated that this might signal the end of her career, but in 2019, she surprised fans with a new album, 10 *, celebrating a decade of her musical journey. This collection featured some of her best songs, proving once again her enduring impact in the music world. However, fans couldn't help but notice a shift in her, likely due to her health challenges. Despite her talent and experience, Susan chose to step away from the spotlight for a quieter life. Her decision was more than just a break from fame. It highlighted the profound changes she had undergone. She once expressed how much she loved making music and hoped her fans would feel the same. Susan's career may have been filled with surprises, but a closer look at her life reveals her resilience and humility. Her international fame from Britain's Got Talent * brought with it a hectic schedule, endless rehearsals, intense media attention, and the pressure to constantly perform. Although she didn't win the competition, the ongoing attention and criticism were hard to bear. The demands of fame eventually took a toll on Susan's health, leading to her hospitalization after the show ended. It was later revealed that she suffered a severe emotional and physical breakdown, brought on by the relentless pressure and lack of support during the final stages of the competition. Reports even surfaced of a confrontation with a staff member, highlighting the stress she was under. That night, her distress at her London home prompted her staff to call the police, and Susan was admitted to a mental health facility. This incident sparked a public debate about the welfare of reality show contestants, with many questioning whether shows like Britain's Got Talent * prioritize ratings over participants' well-being. Although the UK's media regulator, Ofcom, did not investigate, Susan's experience underscored the importance of health and self-care. In 2013, Susan faced another turning point when she was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism. For years, she had been incorrectly labeled as having brain damage due to a birth complication, and this diagnosis brought her both relief and sadness. Finally, she understood the reason for many of her struggles, though she regretted the years spent under a mistaken label. Looking back on her difficult school days, Susan often felt different and unlucky, struggling to learn and connect with others. This diagnosis gave her a new perspective, helping her understand that her challenges were not her fault. In an interview with The Guardian Asterisk, Susan spoke about the hurt of being inaccurately labeled brain damaged and expressed hope that sharing her story would increase understanding and compassion toward people with neurological differences. But this wasn't the end of Susan Boyle's challenges. In the same year she was diagnosed with Asperger's, she also learned she had type 2 diabetes, which meant giving up chocolate, one of her favorite indulgences, and making other lifestyle changes. Managing diabetes was difficult, especially while adjusting to her new understanding of autism. The arrival of the COVID-19 pandemic only added to these struggles. For over 2 years, Susan had to stay isolated at home to protect her health, which was both lonely and disruptive to her music career. Without the ability to collaborate or produce new music, her career took a significant setback. On the personal front, Susan faced other troubling times. In 2010, after buying a new home with her earnings, she was harassed by local troublemakers who threw rocks and burning paper at her property, making her feel so uncomfortable that she moved back to her childhood home, leaving the new house to her niece. Around the same time, Susan lost her sister Bridie to cancer at the age of 73, a heartbreaking event that left her grieving while taking on greater responsibilities in caring for her niece. Alongside these personal losses, tensions began to emerge within her family. She had generously helped her brother Jerry with a large financial gift to save his business, but this led to conflicts with other siblings who felt excluded. The situation worsened when Jerry accused Susan of lying about his threats of suicide, adding further strain to their relationship. Sometimes, however, hardship can bring unexpected silver linings. In 2016, Susan experienced a public breakdown at Heathrow Airport, an incident that surprisingly helped mend the strained relationships with her siblings as they rallied around her, allowing some healing to occur within the family. Despite all of these struggles, Susan continued to grapple with health issues. In May 2022, she suffered a minor stroke, which made it even harder for her to work on new music. Nevertheless, she bravely returned to the stage to perform with the West End cast of Les Miserables*, sharing her struggles and triumphs with the audience. Yet her journey was far from over. Susan's love for music remains unwavering, and she still performs when she can, though she now leads a more private life. Recently, Susan shared that one of her regrets is never having children, yet she finds joy in her relationship with an American partner who remains largely unknown to the public. He has been there through key moments, supporting her focus on health and happiness. Through all of these ups and downs, Susan Boyle has demonstrated remarkable resilience. Her story isn't just one of musical success, but of strength and perseverance in the face of life's challenges. She has stayed true to herself and her values, reminding us of the strength of the human spirit. Could her family conflicts have contributed to her more private life? Comment and subscribe for more insights.